Hello and welcome to another unboxing from Pushing Cardboard. I'm Grant Lindeberg, and today we're going to have a look at Stalin's Favorite, the latest edition in the Band of Brothers series from Worthington. I'm getting to this a little late in that I'd ordered this on their Kickstarter, and for some reason my copy never arrived, and it wasn't until a couple months after I noticed people talking about the game that I went, wait a minute, I think I ordered that. I looked into it, I'd paid for it. So I got a hold of Worthington, and they sent one out straight away. So hats off to Worthington for great customer service on that. This is the latest volume in an ongoing series, World War II tactical series, Band of Brothers by Jim Crone. This one says it's also is designed by Beresford Dickens and Jim Crone. So he's had some help on this latest edition. It's a big, thick, heavy box. I think it's going to be standalone. Yeah, it says a standalone, 6 in the series of fast-playing games of squad-level combat World War II. So it is, you don't have to buy any of the other boxes to be able to play this. It's interesting. The game, the box, as it's sent, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got lid lift even with the even before you open it and punch out the counters, so that'll be interesting. Game complexity level, medium, solitaire suitability, medium. Playtime and stuff like that is obviously dependent on the scenarios. So anyway, here it is. Let's open the box, see what's in it. This is an interesting series. It seemed to be going great guns for a while, and then it felt like it got really quiet for a while. There was going to be a big rewrite of the rule book because people weren't happy with the original rule book. I don't know if that ever happened. I kind of drifted away from the series and haven't played it in a while, so I look forward to kind of getting back into it. Nice, nice the paper that the box is in it's not linen, but it's got a really nice finish. All right, let's start off with some scenario cards. They do nice scenario cards for these. It's actually scenario book. Yeah, there we go. So that's a scenario. Usually they fit on a single page like this, but you know, this is beautiful. This is the way tactical game scenarios. This is, you know, it's kind of like the ASL style, which is fine. Like, it works great. They show the boards, they show the special rules, they show exactly what you need. I'm glad. You know, it's funny. Jim Crone. I've always thought, reading his rules, that he kind of had a bit of a burr in his saddle when it comes to ASL, and he was trying to make a game that was like showing you all the ways he thought ASL was wrong. But I'm glad he's basically used the same layout for the scenarios that ASL does, because it works damn well. Yeah, that looks good. Very nice scenario book. 15 scenarios, 15 or 16 scenarios. So that looks good. Oh, 2 scenario books. Well, that's interesting. You don't often see that. You know, kudos to Worthington for going the extra 9 yards and giving both players a copy of the scenarios. Here's Band of Brothers standard rules. It says series rules. We're up to version 2.3 now, so I guess they have been rewritten. 36-page rulebook, double column, glossy paper. Looks like we got a decent number of illustrations, a bit of color, but it is pretty text dense. I remember thinking the previous stuff, I didn't always like the fonts they used, and I see they haven't changed that. I'll talk about it when we get to the counters, because I've just never liked those fonts. But anyway, they use the same fonts for their headlines, but they look better as headlines than on the counters. Again, 2 copies of the rule book. That's just fantastic. Good for them. A little info about the 12th Guards Tank Corps, which must be this series. They tend to each box is centers around a certain unit. So I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But they're not the only ones who do it. The fighting formations from GMT does the same thing. I'd rather it was a little more. That they could use actions from across all kinds of different units and different locations, but that's the way they want to do it. I guess I don't get a say in it. The player aid card, another update to that. Thick with text on this side, but that's okay. This sort of tells you a ton of stuff. You can look up anything you need to know about infantry versus vehicles, say, or gun vehicle check. Like, there's just all kinds of stuff. And here's the terrain effects chart. Again, tiny fonts here, but they get a lot on there. So I think that it's totally usable as far as I'm concerned. And again, two versions, one for each player. All right, here's the first of the counters, and now you'll see what I mean. You know, maybe you'll like these fonts more than I do. I think they look like Comic Sans. I know I read somewhere that Crone had said he was trying to replicate sort of the feel of propaganda posters from the war years, and I think that's great and that's admirable. They're pre-rounded, they're big, and they're trying to jump out of the box already. I think it's great to go for that feeling, for that poster feeling, but I think it's more fitting in some of the printed material. On the counters, I just find sometimes they're a little hard to read because the font is just a little funky. But the counters look good. There's no other than that, the color choices are good and things like that. Not a lot to see on the back side of these. Here's the Soviets, or some of them anyway. Yeah, you see what I mean? Sometimes I find, like, just those numbers there across the table hard to read. Whoa. Some Soviet armor. So those are big, like 1-inch counters. And then we have smaller counters as markers, and I don't mind the double size. I kind of like the different size counters for the markers. It works quite well as far as I'm concerned. Not a lot to see here. All right, now we get some new boards. Boards are mounted, good quality. Easy to see what's going on, no problem at all. They have a strange choice, a choice I wouldn't have made, but they did. In that they have shadows, as if the light was coming from this way and casting shadows that way. But if you put it up against another board where the lighting's going the other way, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, small quibble, easy to see. These are hills, these are woods, these are roads, buildings, you know. Double-sided, of course, so we have a more of a urban board here. The hexes are bigger than an ASL hex as well. So if you're, you know, just for comparison's sake, it's not as big as like deluxe ASL hexes, of course, but bigger than an ASL hex. You know, this looks like an industrial area. Grain fields and a stream with a bridge going across it. Little village, more stream. A rail line. So that's three. So four double-sided maps. So 8 new maps. Here we go. A double level hill, a second level hill here, and more stream. Got a lot of stream in this. So that's everything, and then, well, I don't really need to take it out. We have a couple of dice in the box, but you can see they come with a. Let's see if I can get the whole thing out. They come with a tray, counter tray, and you know, if in a perfect world, you'll be able to fit all those counters in there with the lid on, and then the lid on the box will fit back into the will fit back with no lid lift. So I suppose that's what they're planning. Anyway, that you know, as Worthington components always look good. I think the components for this game look terrific. Other than my quibble about the font, of course. The artwork on the box is great. I really like it. So I look forward to jumping back into this series. I've been playing a lot of different World War II tactical stuff again lately as I go through a bender on this stuff as I seem to do quite often in my wargaming career. So good to bring this one back into the rotation. Anyway, that's Stalin's Favorite, Band of Brothers from Worthington. I'm Grant Lindbergh for Pushing Cardboard. Please stop by the website sometime or check out the podcast. See you next time.